Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Moviesnips. Today we're going to be talking about the Tleilaxu face dancers of Dune. These beings were unique to the Ben Tleilax, or Tleilaxu for short, a race of genetically altered humans in the Dune universe. I made a separate video discussing the background and history of the Tleilaxu, so please be sure to visit my channel and check it out. They're definitely an interesting faction to explore, and despite being hated by many, their bioengineered products were always usually in high demand amongst the various factions of the Imperium. The Tleilaxu were considered the scum of the universe by most other factions in Dune. This was largely due to their bizarre culture, xenophobic tendencies, and their complete disregard for ethical values. They were seen as devious, repulsive, and as lacking basic tenets of humanity. The Tleilaxu face dancers reflected the devious and underhanded nature of the Tleilaxu. These beings were a special kind of Tleilaxu, bred with unique genetic abilities that allowed them to shapeshift their appearance to look like a particular person. Due to this unique ability, the face dancers were experts at infiltration and espionage assignments. The first face dancers were Tleilaxu who were trained to mimic others using acting and makeup, enhanced by plastic surgery. They were little more than traveling entertainers at this point in time. As time went on, however, the Tleilaxu began to use genetic manipulation to enhance natural ability through phenotypic plasticity, so that face dancers could change characteristics like height, body mass, skin color, and texture, as well as facial features. In Tleilaxu society, these individuals were servile caste, below the rank of a Tleilaxu master, and were neither male nor female, but had the ability to take on the gender of the individual they were copying. It is unknown as to how this subset of the Tleilaxu race was bred with this unique genetic ability that allowed them to shapeshift. Since the Tleilaxu stressed bioengineering as a means for technological and spiritual advancement, perhaps these individuals were genetically enhanced through some kind of nanotechnology, or some unique method of fluid bone and cartilage technology that allowed them to alter the structure of their cells almost instantaneously. Face dancers could generally mimic individuals to an almost indistinguishable level of precision. For this reason, the Tleilaxu would use them as infiltration agents who would embed themselves amongst other governments and organizations. Under ideal conditions, the Tleilaxu could replace almost whoever they wished with a face dancer copy, and would often do so. Some of these imposters would fool people around them for years on end. The face dancers proved to be a great danger to their whole societies, and this was one of the reasons why the Tleilaxu were so despised throughout the known universe. Perhaps the most notable example of a Tleilaxu face dancer was the character Scytale from the Dune sequel novel Dune Messiah. He was portrayed on screen by actor Martin McDougall in the 2003 miniseries Children of Dune. Scytale was an infiltration agent sent to Arrakis with the goal of toppling Paul's newly created empire. He gave Paul a Gola clone of Duncan Idaho as a gift. This clone turned out to be an assassin who was programmed to kill Paul. However, the plan failed as the clone remembered his original host's genetic memories, as well as his fondness for Paul and for the Atreides family, and refused to kill Paul. During this tense standoff, Paul managed to gain control of the situation and kill Scytale in the nick of time. Despite their clear advantages in regards to subterfuge and assassination, the face dancers had two main weaknesses. The first one being that they could be detected by experienced Bene Gesserit adepts, who could sense their presence by a certain odor emitted by their pheromones. The Tleilaxu were generally not aware of this detection ability, and for this reason, the Bene Gesserit used it to their advantage. The other limitation that the face dancers had was that if a face dancer mimicked a person for a long enough period of time, occasionally the face dancer would start to believe that they were in fact that same individual and would lose sight of their mission. If this happened, the Tleilaxu would have to eliminate the face dancer in question. In the later years of the Corrino Empire, a new upgraded form of face dancer, known as an enhanced face dancer, would be developed by the Tleilaxu. These individuals were not easily detectable by prescient factions, such as the Bene Gesserit, and operated more independently from the collective. Only a Tleilaxu master, using the unique whistling language, could force their faces to contort, thereby revealing their true form temporarily. These enhanced face dancers would make appearances in the later novels of Dune, even well after the death of Leto II. We don't really get a glimpse of the face dancers in any of the film adaptations of Dune. They do make an appearance in the cutscenes of the PC game Emperor Battle for Dune. In 2021, Villeneuve announced that he may want to make a movie adaptation of Dune Messiah, thereby completing the story arc of Paul Atreides. If Villeneuve decides to go ahead with this plan, we may get a glimpse of the face dancers on screen. I'd like to thank you for watching my video today. If you feel I missed anything or would like to add anything to this discussion, please feel free to comment down below. Please also remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and please check out my channel for more Dune videos.